Okay, let's try to solve this last assignment. Okay, the question was to find out where Honda was sitting, right? So first I have to find out Honda, and probably in the next assignment we are going to see how we can insert a new node. It might be another car type that you want to insert, but first of all we have to find out where Honda is sitting, right? So in the current program, if you just run it and see how it works, you'll see that, okay, I have all my cars starting with Chevy, then we have Honda and we have Toyota. Okay, and the idea is I want to make sure that if I want to make sure that there is Honda inside my list. Okay, so first of all, remember in the slides you had all this description, all this code, but let's try to code it from scratch here. We know that we need a boolean variable. Let's call it found and initialize it false, because initially we don't have the value in hand, so just make it false, assuming that we don't have we couldn't find it at the very beginning. Okay, just initialize it false. And I need another profile. In this case I have a car type object I need. Remember, I have been using this item from the very beginning. Let me put some numbers there. So this item, it's kind of dummy variable, and I can just play around with the values, and I can just use it like a helper to insert my car types into the list. Okay, and I'm gonna use the same stuff again. So for this guy I'm gonna say, okay, I'm looking for Honda inside my list. Okay, but suppose that somebody already built the linked list for me, and I'm looking for Honda inside this link, and I only know about the maker. But suppose I don't know anything about the price and the year of the car. Okay, so recall that we always should start from the very beginning of the list. So who has the address of the first node to be able to trace down or walk down the list? So I have to always start with the start pointer, which is holding the first node in the list. But instead of playing with start, we need to play with another pointer. So I'm going to be using this PTR. So in this loop, its value has been changed. So I'm gonna again initialize it with start, so that I'll be able to start from the very beginning of the linked list. Okay. So first of all, I need to construct a while loop. I know that as long as the PTR is not equal to null, and and I cannot find the guy, as long as the found is let's say false, this will return true, right? And if it is not null, it will be also true. It implies that I can walk through this while loop. Okay, so inside this while loop I have to check something. First of all, at every stop, at every stop where I use PTR to stop by, I should be able to check if the info which is hidden inside the box, which is held by PTR pointer, if that value is equal to the item I have provided there. So I provided Honda, and every time I walk through this loop, I'm checking whether this item is inside the box, inside the node. Okay, if that is the case, let's put the curly brackets, and if that is the case, I'm gonna say, hey, I found this guy. Okay, I found Honda, for which year and price as follows. You don't have to do this, but just for the sake of clarity, we are just putting this. And I'm gonna say cout. So I need to say what? PTR info. When I say PTR info, I basically access to the car type object. Okay, info is a car type object. Remember that? That's how we constructed our nodes. Okay, so if that is a struct object, how can I reach any element of this info? I should say dot, And then what? I was talking about the year, right? So I wanna have year on screen, and plus I wanna put the price for the same car. Okay, if that is the case, excuse me. So suppose I find this one, and in order not to get into the while loop again, I have to change the value of found and make it false. Okay, so I'm gonna say else, oops, else, again my curly brackets. So if I cannot find it, I have to move my PTR over the list. Okay, so how can I update this value? Every time I have to say PTR next. So when I make this assignment, every time I come over here, it will jump over the boxes, it will jump over the nodes. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and let's try to compile the program again. And it says, okay, I found Honda, for which year and the price as follows. Okay, so these print outs are from the earlier print function inside the while loop, and there you see, okay, Honda, it was 2011 and the price was 7,000. But later on I made a couple of changes for the, inside the code, and probably in the main program nobody knows about Honda yet. Okay, in order to find out if Honda is in my list, I wrote a find function basically. That is how you would design a find function. Okay, so we added lines from 59 up to 74 and 77, and we just made the program in a way that it can find Honda. Okay, that's the first part, how you can find an item that is queried or asked by the client. And next time we'll see how we can insert a node just after Honda.